Taehyung, what do you want? He asked, his voice steady but filled with caution. Theodora's eyes gleamed with mischief. Theodora, you have to marry me, my king, she said, her voice dripping with malice. Taehyung's eyes widened in shock. He knew that Theodora's offer was not to be taken lightly. Marrying the wicked witch would mean a lifetime of darkness and despair. Yn, sensing the gravity of the situation, clutched onto Tae's hand tightly. She could feel his uncertainty, but she also knew that he would do anything to protect his mother. Yn, please don't, she whispered in his ear, but her heart shattered when Taehyung leave her hand. He spoke, which makes her tremble in the fear of losing him. Taehyung, princess, leave from here. Yn, you can't. Taehyung, I said leave from here, he yelled, making her flinch badly. Theodora smirked. Yn, I won't leave, she said while choking on her tears. Taehyung turned around and went close to her. Taehyung, don't test my patience, princess, otherwise you won't like the consequences. Yn, I'm not scared of you, she said, looking at him with her red teary eyes. Taehyung's eyes also turned red. He held Yn by her forearm and pulled her closer. Taehyung, you have no idea what I can do to you, little princess. His nails turned black and sharp as knife. He placed his nail under her chin. Taehyung, I can kill you right here, right now. Yn, then do it. Atara was standing outside the throne room. She heard everything and run inside as the situation is getting worse here. She pulled Yn from Taehyung's grip and bowed at him. Atara, pardon us, Dragon King, this won't happen again, she said, and dragged Yn out from there. Taehyung then turned to Theodora. Theodora, tell me, my king, when are you going to marry me? Taehyung, on the day when your crows can sing. Theodora frowned hearing him. Taehyung called Blaze and he ran inside. Taehyung, take this mother of crows and burn her alive before the sunrise. I don't want to see this disgusting creature here. Blaze nodded and started dragging Theodora out. Theodora looked back at Taehyung and smirked. Theodora, I will remember this humiliation, my king. You will beg me to marry you. Blaze left, taking Theodora. Taehyung sit on his throne and close his eyes. He's tired of everything. He looked outside the window. The sky is getting dark. Suddenly he heard a loud scream. He heard footsteps running here and there. Taehyung understood. Something happened to his mother again. A dragon run inside. Dragon, my king. Taehyung stopped him, showing his hand. He head to his mother's chamber with heavy heart. Mother Queen Lilith is taking deep breaths, probably her last breaths. Taehyung looked at his mother's pale face. Taehyung, can you cure her? He asked the physician for the last time. Physician, pardon me, my king. Taehyung looked at Yn, who's standing holding the doorframe. She's looking at Mother Queen with her doe eyes, probably praying for her. Taehyung, bring the witch here, he ordered his dragons. Blaze nodded and bring Theodora. Theodora, you started missing me already, my king. Taehyung, cure my mother, I will marry you. Everyone look at Taehyung with wide eyes. They can't accept a witch as their queen, but they're too afraid to speak. Yn stumbled back and was about to fall, but Atara hold her. Theodora, you have to beg. Taehyung looked at his mother and then at Theodora. Taehyung, save my mother, I beg you. The dragons saw their king being so vulnerable for his mother. Theodora's smirk grew wider as she walked near the Dragon King. Theodora, and after curing your dear mother, Taehyung, take a deep breath. Taehyung, I, the Kim Taehyung, the Dragon King of Black Peak, will marry Theodora the witch. Yn clenched her dress and backed away. She left from there with tears in her eyes, but no one noticed her. Theodora walked near Mother Queen and mumbled some spells. Queen Mother calmed down. Her pale face become normal again. Theodora looked at Taehyung. Theodora, she's fine for now. Taehyung, cure her fully. Theodora, after our magical wedding, Queen Mother will be back to her vibrant self. The announcement of the Dragon King's wedding with the Wicked Witch makes the whole Dragon Kingdom shock. From fire dragons to water dragons, from thunder to ice dragon, no one wants the witch as their queen. But who got the courage to stop the wedding? Jimin frowned and looked at Taehyung. Irritation is clear in his face. Jimin, if you wants to marry the witch then it's your choice, but before that hand over the throne to me. A witch can never be the queen of dragons. Taehyung look up at Jimin and smirk. Taehyung, if I leave the throne for you the witch will marry you cause she doesn't want marry me, she wants to marry the king. Jimin, and who said I will marry the witch? Taehyung, no one. I know you will not marry the witch, and instead, you'd rather let mother fade away just so you can chase after that shiny power. You took my dad out for the sake of your thirst for power, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you'd do the same to my mother. Jimin, she's also my mother. Taehyung, and he was your father too, but you didn't think twice before killing him. Jimin, yeah, the father who abandoned me just because I'm an ice dragon. Taehyung, but I loved you as my older brother. But you abused me and take my father away from me just because your jealousy and greed for the throne. But now I will save my mother no matter what it cost. Jimin, a witch cannot be the dragon queen. You can't decide the future of dragon realm. Taehyung, I can cause I am the king here. The crown belongs to me. Jimin knows now. He can't say anything over it. Taehyung rule the dragon world and he have full rights to choose the future queen of the dragons. He just glare at Taehyung and left from there angrily. Yn was sitting on the floor, resting her head on the edge of the bed. Atara come and sit next to her. Atara, I don't know why King agreed to marry the witch. It's terrible. Yn, no, he did right. He did what was necessary to save his mother, the mother queen. If I was in his place, I'd probably do the same. Atara, are you alright? Yn raised her head to give her a small smile. Atara sighed and spoke. Atara, you know you look beautiful when you smile, but you can't give fake smile. When? When is the wedding? Atara, tomorrow. Yn stood in the grand hall of the castle, surrounded by bustling servants and courtiers, all preparing for the upcoming wedding of the Dragon King to the witch. Despite the joyous atmosphere, Yn felt a pang of sadness in her heart. Yn, do you know what can give a place wedding vibes? Atara. What? Yn, flowers, Atara. But before you came flowers never grow here, so we didn't get chance to decorate a wedding venue with flowers. Yn, but now I'm here, and I will decorate the whole castle with my flowers, she said, holding her tears and smile at Atara. She looked at Yn with a mixture of awe and concern. Atara, you said the Dragon King is your true love, and now when he's getting married to the witch, you want to decorate his wedding venue? Yn nodded, feeling a rush of emotions. Yn, I know it sounds crazy, but I can't help how I feel, and maybe, just maybe, it can distract me from the pain, she said with hope in her eyes. Yn started decorating the place with her flowers and shimmers. The once dark castle is now alive with vibrant colors and sweet scents. The servants and courtiers marveled atYn's handiwork, praising her skill and dedication. But despite her efforts, Yn couldn't shake the feeling of sadness that lingered in her heart. With a heavy heart, Taehyung watched her each and every movement. Never in his life he felt this much helpless before. He turned to Blaze. Taehyung, tell Atara to take the fairy in her chamber. Her health doesn't seem good to me. She needs rest. Taehyung, she loves sweets and honey. Tell the chef to make something good for her. The fairy loves vibrant color clothing, but here we have only dark colors. Manage some beautiful dresses for her, and, if she wants to go home, send her back. Blaze, pardon me, my king, but I think she will feel better if you talk with her instead of doing all these. Blaze bowed at Taehyung and left from there. Yn stood in the garden, gazing up at the castle, with tears in her eyes. The sun shone down on the flowers, illuminating them in a soft, golden light. She felt a sense of peace wash over her, knowing that she had done all she could to make his day special. Yn took a deep breath and turned to leave the garden. But as she walked away, a voice called out to her, Taehyung, princess. She turned, her heart pounding in her chest. It was the Dragon King, his eyes filled with emotion. Without a word, he took her hand and led her back to the garden. Yn, I forgot to congratulate you for your wedding. Congratulations, Taehyung, you know what, princess, I'm feeling like I don't deserve this crown. YN frown and look at Hin. YRN. What makes you think like this? Taehyung, everything. I can't even cure my sick mother. The wizards said it's fairies who helped them. They said it's you who did this. The witch said fairies' magic make mother sick. I don't know the truth, but everything is against you. YN widen her eyes hearing him. Y or N? You. Do you truly believe I could be behind this? Taehyung, I'm uncertain about the truth, but it seems like all signs are pointing at you. But there's something about you that makes me want to trust you. Y or N? Glad to hear this. But if you think I did all this, then you can give me any punishment, even death. I will accept my fate happily. Taehyung, you make a beautiful rose garden here, but the flowers have thorns. You know what I did? I cut all the thorn one by one so that you won't get hurt. I can't even let you hurt by your own flowers. And here you're talking about death punishment. Y or N? I'm just a small flower fairy. Why can't you hurt me? Taehyung, I don't know the answer either, YN, but I know, because you love me. Taehyung, love doesn't exist in dragon tales. It's meant for fairy tales. Y or N? But a fairy get involved in dragon tale, so maybe it's a fairy tale. Taehyung, I don't want any fairies' involvement in my dragon tale. Saying that he left from there, but his words create a hope in YN's heart. She smile a little and turn around, only to see Theodora standing behind her. She flinched badly and took 2 steps back. Theodora walked close to her. Y or N looked down, trembling in fear. She wants to run from here, but the witch is blocking her path. Theodora hold YN's chin and make her look at her. Theodora, I see my little fairy turn into a beautiful lady, but your beauty will kill you. Oh, you've got your wings back. She touched her wings, making her jump in fear. Theodora laughed. Theodora, scared? Don't worry, I won't cut your wings this time, cause you don't have much time left. You have only 3 days. Enjoy your last day's flowers, fairy, and yeah, the Dragon King will be my puppet. She left, Y or N tremble and fall. Atara walk inside YN's room, only to see her trembling. She run to her and sit next to her. Atara, what happened? Y or N? I need to stop the wedding. I can't let the king marry the witch. She's very evil. Atara, but the witch said she'll cure Mother Queen. Y or N? I think the witch is playing tricks. Atara, what? Y or N? The wizard said to the Dragon King that I am the one who helped them to capture Mother Queen. They said I made her like this. And the witch also said that it's fairies' magic which makes Mother Queen like this. Atara, such a wicked witch. YN, we need to stop the wedding. Atara, but how? Jimin, I can help you in this. They look back and saw Jimin is standing in front of the door. She was surprised seeing him. Jimin walked inside the room and spoke. Jimin, look, I don't want a witch to be our queen. The next generation of the dragons will be crow if the stupid king married that witch. Can you imagine crows roaming around the dragon world and even ruling it? Atara is totally freaking out just thinking about it. Y or N can't even handle the pain of him tying the knot, let alone envisioning their future progeny. YN, we need to stop the wedding. Jimin, we definitely need. We can find another way to cure Mother. Y or N? But how will we stop the wedding? Atara, you can do it. Just make him realize his love for you. Y or N? The Dragon King is so stubborn. He said love only exists in fairy tales. Then how will I make him love me? Jimin smirk and lean close to YN. Jimin, I know exactly how. To distract his mind, Taehyung was reading a book sitting in his room when he heard laughing from outside. He frowned as it's YN's voice. Taehyung kept the book aside and went outside. Taehyung's eyebrows knitted together as he saw Y or N clinging to Jimin. She's laughing hard at his silly jokes. Taehyung, princess. They look up at Taehyung hearing his voice. Y or N? Oh, Dragon King, did we disturb you? Taehyung, what are you doing with him? Y or N? Him. Oh, Jimin, your brother is very funny and sweet, Dragon King. Totally your opposite, she said and pulled Jimin's cheeks. Taehyung, sweet, and he? Well, he may be a funny clown, but he's not sweet. Y or N? Oh, I love clowns. Jimin. Really? I love fairies too, especially the flower fairy. Y or N? Aw, you're making me blush now. Jimin. You look more beautiful with rose cheeks. Y or N? Well, I like your cheeks too. They're so soft and cold like cotton ball. Taehyung. Seriously. Jimin. Do you like snow? Y or N? I love them. Jimin. Come, I will show you snow in Fire Kingdom. He hold her hand and take her away, leaving Taehyung behind. Blaze come and bowed at Taehyung. Blaze, my king, all the invitations are sent to different kingdom. Taehyung. When did she get close to that annoying guy? Blaze tilted his head in confusion. The door of the royal ball opens after ages. Dragons only arrange ball on wedding occasions. After Taehyung's parents' wedding, no ball happens in this place. The dragons are cleaning and decorating the ballroom. Taehyung was checking the place. He never imagined he has to marry a witch. He was thinking about his miserable future when Jimin and Y or N run inside holding each other's hand. Jimin, will you be my partner tomorrow in ball? YN, of course. Jimin. Then let's start practicing. They started dancing holding each other. Jimin's hand is in YN's waist and Y or N is holding his shoulder. Their bodies are moving with the rhythm. Y or N? The sun is going down. We don't have much time, she said, biting her nails nervously. Atara. Maybe he doesn't realize his love for you? Jimin. Who take this much time to realize his feelings? He's not a dragon. He's a snail. Now I'm thinking that witch is perfect for him, he said, crossing his arms. Just then Blaze run to them. Blaze, the king is going to do sword practice in 10 minutes. Jimin. Let's go. We need to do something big now. Taehyung went to his sword practicing field and saw Y or N and Jimin. Y or N is holding a sword with her both hands and Jimin is behind her. His hands are above her hands. As he's helping her to move the sword, his chin is resting on her shoulder. He's literally back hugging her. Taehyung's blood boils seeing them this much close. As he watched, Taehyung heard Jimin's voice, low and smooth, as he praised YN's skill and encouraged her to focus on the task at hand. Taehyung clenched his fists, his blood boiling with resentment at the easy intimacy between the two of them. Jimin. Just like this, you're doing it very well. Taehyung. What are you two doing? Y or N turned to face him, a small smile playing on her lips. YN. The ice dragon is teaching me sword fighting. Taehyung. I didn't know you're interested in swords. Why didn't you ask me to teach you? Tae's voice was laced with frustration. Y or N? What are you saying? Tomorrow is your wedding. I didn't want to disturb you, and besides, your brother is a very good instructor. Jimin. Princess. You're getting distracted. Concentrate on me. Princess. Tae clenched his fists, his jaw tightening. Only he had the right to call her princess. Taehyung. What did you say? He walked over to Y or N and Jimin, his eyes locked on hers. With a swift movement, he pulled Y or N towards him. YN's eyes widened in surprise, but Tae's grip was firm. She bumped with his hard chest. Y or N smiled secretly. Taehyung, you should be practicing with me, princess, he declared, his voice low. Then he turned to Jimin. Taehyung, and you, how dare you to call her princess? Only I've the rights to call her princess. Jimin. You don't have any rights on this little flower fairy. Go and call your witch fiancé with sweet names. The little flower fairy is mine. Taehyung's grip on Y or N tightened. Taehyung, she's not anyone's property, and I will slit your throat if you say something like this again. His words make YN's heart jump in fear. What if he actually did this? Though she loves the dragons now, but she still believes dragons are scary. Jimin. I didn't realize you were so possessive, brother, he remarked, his tone teasing. Taehyung's glare could have melted steel. Taehyung, I am not possessive. I just know that I am the only one who can train her properly. Jimin, you think you're the only one who knows everything, but the truth is you're nothing but a fool fire dragon. Taehyung release Y or N and walk close to Jimin. Atara was watching them from far. She run to Y or N as the situation is getting serious. Taehyung, I've been ruling you and this dragon realm since I was 17. You think a fool can handle all this? Jimin, you're a fool. You're fool to understand the fairy's feeling. You're emotionless as you hurt the innocent princess. Taehyung, she's my princess and I know how to treat her. YN cupped her both cheeks while smiling brightly. Y or N, the dragon brothers are fighting for me. I like it. Atara looked at her in disbelief. Y or N, the ice dragon is also handsome, right? Atara, you're very weird. Y or N frowned in confusion and pointed her index finger at herself. Y or N, me. No one said this to me before. Just as the brothers were locked in a fierce battle, the evil witch appeared, her dark eyes gleaming with malice. Y or N couldn't help but shudder in fear. Atara, noticing her unease, and hold her tightly. Theodora, my king, I've been looking for you for so long. What are you doing here? Taehyung, I don't find it necessary to answer your questions. Theodora, I see my king doesn't love his mother. Taehyung take a deep breath doing vain attempts to reduce frustration. Taehyung, what do you want? Theodora, I am your soon-to-be wife. You should spend time with me. She hold his hand and drag him with her. Jimin, such a witch, didn't even let me fight with my brother peacefully. He turned to Y or N and saw her trembling. Jimin, what happened to you?